Hello, everyone. Hello.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
That's a lot of good evenings. But hey, that's
And
how we
good
roll,
evening
eh?
again. Yeah. Good evening to all of us.
Yeah,
How are
we
you, mate?
got
How
there.
did they?
Yeah,
Who's coming?
good. Busy gardening. I had some fun in the garden. Planted a lot of stuff. Didn't get any seedlings going, but that was the day before. But you know, it's like when you garden and you get your garden organized. First thing that you say is, "I need more garden."
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
I agree.
my God. I just want to rip up the whole, put a fence, a big fence up the front, and just rip it all, turn it to dirt, the whole place, turn it to dirt. You got your patio, turn everything else into veggie garden. I think that's the way to go.
I agree with you. I'm actually in agreement.
Oh yeah, because there's nothing wrong with fresh food. You just have your bit of a little bit of a lovely garden to hang out in, and the rest of it is just veggies. Man, how you going, Kimmy? G'day, Jennifer. How you going?
Hey,
People,
Kimmy, Jennifer, Sophia.
Could you be very kind, please, and share us out? We would much appreciate it. That would be much appreciated. Actually, that would be super appreciated. That would be super duper appreciated. Absolutely. Yeah. Anything's possible, especially on this show, Jennifer. But, Jennifer, you know this show does have a catch if you want a reading. You have to come on the show. Because as it says at the top, this is not just a reading show. This is more than just a reading. This is more than a reading show. But it's a lot more in depth. So if you want to get organized, wait a sec. I've just got to do a couple of things. And I'll get organized. That's okay. So people just share us out and have fun amongst yourselves. No, we're here. We're not going anywhere. But I just have a couple of things to do to get set up. Couple of things to do. There we go. Pin that. And then I'm going to go over to Stathi's page and do the same.
I'm certain it gets pinned automatically when you do it. Let me just check. I'll go and check.
Yeah, go and check.
Because you keep asking me to pin it. I mean, it's always pinned.
Yeah. Just wonder how it does that. I don't know when you stream to 2 Facebook pages, it doesn't go if they're public. Because we did that last night on the final.
It's pinned.
Okay. We did that on the last final show we had the final show for Sunday and Chilled last night, and it's weird how you get pages and you get the crowd divided.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big crowd yesterday. I think it was peaking around 45.
Yep.
So it was pretty much between 35 and 45 for most of the show. That was a rip snorter.
You want to remove a phase. Yes, thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Cindy. We have already had a donation. Here's a scammer alert, Sophia. Who you blame that on? Come on, Jennifer just got here. Jennifer's innocent. Jennifer's just here to get a reading like you. You can't call her a scammer. No, we know what's going on. That's all right. Afreza. G'day, Loretta. G'day, Judy. How you going, gorgeous people? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ah, I might share this out, eh? Does it help? Oh,
Tonight's
my
not the
phone.
last show, Loretta. Yesterday was the last show.
Yeah, that was the
Sunday and
last
chilled.
Sunday and chilled. That's finished up. The reason being, as I might as well play it while I'm sharing, got new projects on. So basically, what I'm doing is because sometimes we got to shape things up. A lot of people get sort of we get into our comfort zones. So I'm trying to push myself past my comfort zones, do new shows, reinvent things. And me and the girls can still do shows together. That we're not that, but just that Sunday show, that what we were doing, we're not going to do that every week now. Okay, but we'll still work together here and there. The girls have got some, which is good because the girls have got some new projects they're working on, and I've got a new project I'm working on where I'm getting really good readers from around the country and around the world and bringing them to you guys. So I've already got a couple of, yeah, it's all happening. It's all happening. That's okay. That's it. I've always got stuff happening. You know me. So I'm trying to push myself past my comfort zone. I mean, me sitting still. Yeah, I probably did in a past life, but not this one. Okay, how's it going to let me do? Oh, yeah, it's let me share today. Okay, I got the fast. Why does it let me? Sometimes when I get on my phone, I can just press a button. Sometimes it makes me go into it. I don't know why it does that.
Because it does. Share in spiritualism.
Yeah, I'm not a member of that on this profile.
Okay.
So yeah, just sharing out, people.
I should just set you up and get you in.
I went to I joined a few worldwide spiritual advertising groups today because I went in and they shared. I had like 8 posts pending, and I'm like, "Are you going to do a worldwide group with how many thousands of people in it, and have to check each post?
Yeah,
Are you a nutter or a control freak or what? No
I
judgment,
think,
just a discernment." Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? So I just put the parameters up. I don't know if any of you guys remember of Metaphysical Chicken. That's just for posting live streams. That's my group, and man, I just let it run. Don't care. It's there for posting. Post what you want, as long as it's clean. So no holdings. Okay, just posting. That's it. And I'm done.
I'm done.
So, who wanted to come on? Who wanted to come on for reading? Anyone? You mean our job's done? That was quick. Man, I've only been here for like 10 minutes. Jennifer, did you want to come on? Oh, Loretta. I think you got a fan, Stathi.
I think that's for you.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I haven't got enough hair. You're the one with all the hair. Hey, Gail.
I don't have all the hair, mate. Mine's going as well.
That's it, man. That's all I got.
Yeah, well, mine's just long. If you were to leave yours long as well, they'll probably be the same as me.
So I'm gonna buy you one of the like a grid skin so we can go to the Comic-Con and you can go. You could dress up well as a Cleon. You could pull that off now.
I could actually, yeah, I know. I could go.
You do look a bit like Worf.
Wolf, yeah,
Yeah.
Wolf. I like Wolf. I've always liked Wolf.
Okay. Well, if you want to come on to get a reading this show, you have to come on the show. So what I'm going to do is, where is it?
I don't like purple hair, Gail. Sorry to say. Well, that's being honest. I actually don't really think much of purple hair or pink hair.
I love fake red hair.
I like red. I like redheads.
Fake
I'm a
red.
redhead.
That just looks. That
Depends on
nuts,
the
man.
individual. It depends on the individual. Yes.
Purple hair's cool, but purple pink hair, it's just been overdone. It's just been overdone.
Yeah. Yeah, I can go into a lot of that and what it means.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, man. I've seen a lot of purple hair. It doesn't mean you got a third eye activation.
I can say a lot about that, but yeah, I won't go into
what a
people's
tease.
choice of style.
Tease. Grey.
I prefer. Yeah, I have. I actually do like grey hair.
Gandalf the Grey.
I like natural. I am a very natural person, so I do like natural.
Yeah, don't put up with that, Gale. Just get stuck into him. I'm sure he can take it. So
yeah. Anyway,
Jennifer,
we'll drop the hair. I'm starting with Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer, click on the link. Come in. And Gail, if you want to get ready, come in too. And we'll give you a reading. How you going, Jennifer?
Good morning. How are you?
Good evening. Well, how are you?
Good evening. Morning for me.
We're evening, your morning.
Yeah, it's like 10 p.m. here. Just past.
5:30 a.m. here.
Oh my God. I would just be going to bed.
Can we get some more lights on you, please, Jennifer? If possible.
Is that better?
That's better, thank you. Okay.
Still dark outside.
No, that's fair enough. I'm going to ask you to focus on your heart chakra. First question, do you understand heart chakras?
Do I understand the chakras? Yes.
You do. Good. So I can guide you on that aspect of it. Brooke, I'm going to get you to start here. Before Brooke actually starts, this is for everyone. Keep your focus on your heart chakra. You're having Brooke's going to start first, but I need to ask. You're having throat issues, or you got a husky throat at this moment? Something going on with your throat?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
That could have been me. My throat was choked up. I don't know. Maybe I swallowed the fly.
That's it. Okay. So keep your focus on your heart chakra. Brooke's going to start with you, and I'll get to you in a moment.
Gail. Sorry. Jennifer. Where am I? I'm looking all over the screen. Jennifer, you feeling lonely or left out in any areas at the moment, or are you just finding yourself?
Not really. I mean, I'm always a little. That's not true. Yeah, I'm always a little lonely. Lost my husband 3 years ago, so
yeah.
I mean, I'm a little lonely in that aspect, but.
How are you doing with that? Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm okay. I've healed. Always gonna miss him, but
Yep. So I'm picking up a mindset struggle in some area. Okay. See. Okay. I'm still getting this. This is coming up as a mindset. Okay. It's like just that area of loneliness. It feels like maybe there's that thought in the future of things aren't going to be the way they used to be, or this you just there seems like to be a seed somewhere. Okay. Just thoughts and feelings from the past, thinking, oh, I've been through the best years of my life. It seems to be just, I feel like just a bit of anxiety or worry on, and who have I got to find, find what I'm looking for, find something truly fulfilling. It doesn't feel like you've given up. It's just to me, it feels like a bit of a back of a mindset. It's like you're looking around in your circumstances and you're just thinking, well, maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. It just seems like there's a slight hesitancy, just like a bit of doubt shadowing around you. But regardless of what's going on, there's just a couple of, it's just like there's a couple of little things, just a couple of little blocks. And it's like so often that we just think, oh no, it's just the way I am, and we go about our business. But this here seems like it's almost time to to dig deep and have a look at the thought processes and get in contact with the emotions and really dig deep to find out the root cause of how you really feel about everything. Because I've got that I'm feeling that there's a block somewhere, okay, and it's something that's overlooked, okay, and it feels like it's holding you back just somewhere in the past. I'm not sure to what's regarding, but the first card I pulled for you is lovers all is the Nightingale Spirit. Lovers all around. That was inverted. Okay, so that's like, it feels like, with certain people or certain people around you, there feels like there's a disconnect, and that could just be a perception. Okay, I'm just wondering if you're having people now that you're moving away from you at your current point in time.
not really.
No,
I'm not. I don't
really?
have a lot of people in my life. Just my kids and I have a couple of friends. That's about it.
Okay, because I've got turn knowledge into wisdom. It just feels like there's something. It feels like there's just a little. There's some little habits or something, or some little thought patterns that are having adverse effect at the moment. Okay, because I've got here. Look, I've got the wolf spirit, turn knowledge into power, and that's inverted. Because I'm picking up a lot, like. I'm picking up learned information, like belief systems. There's some belief systems around that are no longer serving you. And it feels like an anchor. It feels like I'm being pulled back from the back of my head. It feels like I'm being pulled back. Because
I mean, that could make sense because there are still some things I'm trying to let go of too.
Yeah, because I've got these things that I'm getting that if you push forward and really try to work at these things and turn that knowledge into wisdom. I mean, the way we turn knowledge into wisdom is by acting upon. When we go through the motions and we release the stuff that we need to get rid of, we'll actually step up and release it. Then we start to have breakthroughs. We start to grow in areas, and that action becomes knowledge, and that knowledge becomes a power, and they're the tools that we gain. We gain to move forward, because I've got the Panther Spirit inverted saying reclaim your power. So this is like you're on the verge of making some breakthroughs, making some changes, making some leaps forward, but it's still waiting for that choice, waiting for you to make that choice and go, okay, let these things go, which isn't easy. Okay, things change all the time. It's not hard, and especially with sometimes even with the people around that you care about. Sometimes we've got to let go in certain areas. This could be something to do with the kids, like the kids, as they get older, and we've got to give them their space. We're used to doing everything for them. Okay, this can be really hard. This can be really hard, but we have to let go, and we can't keep acting like they do when they're 5. When they were 5, or
Right.
and that. But we still feel the same way.
That could have to do with my girls' relationships.
Yeah, we still feel the same way, but there comes a point where it's like it's their journey and it's their lessons.
Right.
Okay.
I'm learning to accept that. Definitely.
Because once all we can do is we can impart all we can, and the best way to do that is lead by example. My father did a lot of good things, but he also did a lot of shitty things, and there was so much that I witnessed when I grew up that I didn't have to go down that path. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to him one day, I said, I love you. You're an arsehole. He wasn't an arsehole. This is just in a couple of areas. He was a good dude. But I said, you showed me an example of what not to do. Well, they were the big lessons that I took. A lot of the big lessons that I took from him. Okay. So this is the sort of influence we have over the people around us.
Right.
Okay. And even though we can be there for support, we can't over support, but we've got to give them their space to learn their own mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we give them a false sense of reality, give them too much, guidance and help when they're not asking for it, they can become codependent on us, and we can become codependent on them. And what happens is when you're not around, they go by themselves. That's when they're going to hit hard.
Right.
And they're going to really get into trouble. Okay. Because I've got here, learn from the past, the Elephant Spirit. This is your action card, and this is inverted. So this is saying, come on. Because I got the Name the Thing card, which is an interesting card on your main pile, and this card's saying the little things that we do, even though we overlook them, say, so we're just saying, hey, I'm their mother, we just don't look, it's a bigger deal. We don't think it's a big deal. It has massive effects. Like a stone leaving, ripple across a pond, has massive effects. Okay, so at the moment it's being, I've got, look underneath that, your main action card, it's got surrender now, the Moth Spirit. Okay, so just really time to have a look at that. And it's not about judgment, it's not about motivation, it's not about what you need to do. You know what I mean? But sometimes we've just got to let go and put it in the universe's hands. It doesn't stop us from loving. Because at the moment, there's so many good things that you've done that you're not feeling. There's so much. It feels like you're always thinking that you could do more, or you could have done more, or you wanted to do more, or there's always something, and you're going to take this pressure back off you and get out of that mindset of feeling that way. Because it's, these things are going through the natural process, and you've just got to absorb that and understand, because the more that you can let go, then you can really start to enjoy things for what they are, instead of being, hey, look, I got to do this, I got to do that. It's time almost for you to step back and just go, hey, enjoy the time.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And like, sort of, no advice. You talk and you just hang in with your daughter. You're talking, and she says something about her boyfriend, and said, "Well, that's your problem now. Hey, why don't you put the kettle on?" And we're going to get to that
Right.
point where we can just enjoy each other on the level. Okay.
Right.
But yeah, that seems to be what's coming up for you at the moment.
I can definitely take all of that. Thank you.
Yeah. See, this is inverted. This is your last card. All right, inverted, because this is what you got to understand. Spirit has a plan. Has a plan for you, has a plan for your daughter, has a plan for everyone. And you've got to let that unfold and let it play out.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Jennifer, can you say your name for me, please?
Jennifer
And your last name?
Petrovich.
I would like you to focus on your heart chakra, but on your back. Bring your focus to your heart chakra behind you. Take a deep breath. On the count of your 3, release it. Now, can you bring your focus to your left side of your neck, just below your ear, closer to your shoulder in actual fact, but in line with your ear to your shoulder, left side. If there's a heaviness in your heart, it is heavy. You want to open up, but you don't know how to open yourself up again. You've closed yourself off. Connections are not being made because you have closed yourself off. Your solar plexus is actually closed. There's no activation to it. How's your indigestion? How's your digestion, I should say?
It's fine.
How you eat? You're eating okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, they're out. There's no alignment in them. They seem to be shielded off. So there's nothing, seems like an emptiness for you. There is a harshness. There's certain, I keep hearing, it's as though I'm not hearing. There's something that's been said, but I'm not hearing it. I don't want to hear it. More than anything, it's more I don't want to hear it. I feel a lot of pressure in your chest area. And I'm directed towards the left constantly. To focus more on the left side itself. Brooke mentioned about holding on to things, or you can't let go of certain things. If for myself, what I'm feeling is that it's like Now, I say stabbing, but it wouldn't actually be correct, but the sensation of it. It feels like there's a pinching in the back of your heart chakra. There's things you want to say, but you're not saying it. And I don't feel it's actually something around you at this moment that you want to say it to, but either you want to say you haven't been able to say it or you're hesitant to say it. It's keeping you blocked off. You want to open up more. There's a heaviness that I'm feeling. I feel that there's a masquerade of some kind that's going on. Not certain what you're truly after for yourself, and whether you want to open up to different forms of understanding, possibly, or hesitant to look at things in a different way. But that's keeping you closed off. It's you're very secluded. You're to yourself. Even to those who you do know, you're not being yourself. You're not expressing yourself. It still comes to the chest area, and it's still a heaviness in the heart area itself, which is keeping you closed off from a lot of receiving, a lot of information that you can receive to pull you out of a particular state that, whether we are denying it or whether we're just not allowing others to know about it, it's still holding you there. I'm only directed here, and this is the main area that I kept feeling, which is in your chest, chest area itself. It feels very heavy. I don't feel there is anything that can be done, or what you're after, and what you're after is probably not going to be found by searching, because it's already there. There's a hesitancy within you to open yourself up to receive certain things, to see things differently than the way that you would normally see them. It is possible when you choose to allow it to come through for you. You've chosen not to for whatever reasons you've chosen, which is keeping you closed off. I keep trying to connect with you, and there's this barrier that you've put up. You're choosing not to see things differently. You're choosing. These are choices that you've actually made. Tomorrow is not a focus that I have. Tomorrow is not something that I will speak about. Tomorrow is not possible to achieve. What we will achieve is now, other than what's in our heads that we believe, because we mostly think of something, but it's always going to be in this moment. I still get this heaviness, and I still get this closed off from receiving something that, more of a masquerade, if you would like, is what I'm picking up on. But it's an uncertainty within yourself, and that is all that I really get. But the heaviness, I was sort of been looking around this area and opening up your heart chakra more. Do some cleansing. That's all I can really suggest for you at this moment, is to do some cleansing. Take time for yourself and just ground yourself, be in the present moment. Allow things to unfold for what they are. We don't have to accept things if we don't want to accept them. We can if we choose to. We can look deeper into them if we choose to. But the choices are our own. Not everything that is said makes sense to everyone, and not everything is supposed to make sense to everyone. Open yourself up. Allow your heart to open again, and hopefully you'll be able to get the solar plexus happening as well. But they're the main areas. And speak your truth. If you don't like something, express it. If you're not certain about something, question it. If you want to do certain things, most importantly, speak it. If something doesn't feel right for you, very important that you state it. We don't have much more, because it's does feel like you're just really like this. Like inside has just closed itself off from everything outside. But it's all you at this moment to open yourself up and be present. Don't know if that's helped you, but thank you for coming. I cannot offer you anything else. Be truthful. It's really important that you are truthful, and not to anyone else, but to yourself. That's all I have to offer you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
I can definitely take all that you said. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. So I appreciate it, and I'll definitely work on it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you, guys.
So, who would like to come on? Or who would like to pay it forward? Thank you, Cindy. Cindy has donated for you lovely people to have readings. Thank you for the exchange of energies. So who's here that hasn't been on? Did you want to come on, Gail?
Gal got a reading from you yesterday, didn't she?
That was Saturday, wasn't it?
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but today we'll give you both barrels, Gail. Gloves off. In a nice way. Will you just click on the link, Gail? Click on the links. And I'll be back in a sec. Yeah. Coffee time.
I have mine right next to me.
This is the tea. Felt like something sweet.
Just slow.
I did and shared. That's okay. So if anyone would like a reading and you're new here, you need to come on the show. You can donate. Donations will be accepted for exchange of energies, or you might like to donate to pay it forward. But also, this show is more than a reading show. So you come on the show and we give you the reading. You get a reading from both of us. Okay, who's overthinking it? Someone's overthinking it. Who's going inside their head? Who would like? Who would like to come on? Promise I'll be gentle-ish. If you'd like to come on, you can come on. Gail? Cacao. I gave my cacao away. Last barbecue I had a brick of cacao. I gave it away. I'm like, yeah, I'm over it. I'd have to put so much chili, so much salt, and so much sugar in it. And I'm like, I'd rather just make a DB of Cincinnati. Actually, I haven't done that in a while. When you don't have it within a few months, it's actually quite strong. Okay, come on. Wait. Back in a sec. Well, you just better be on by the time I get back.
You can't put coffee, sugar in coffee. Website unavailable. I am good, Amanda. How are you? Come, people. Who's coming on? If you want to come on. So it's very hard for many to come on, not because the links are not working, because the links do work. So you have to get out of that comfort zone. You saw the photos, Amanda? We had a lovely day. Went to the river, to a boathouse. Saw some more ducks. I did take some photos of ducks for you. I'll post them up when I'm ready. That bridge was pretty cool. You stand on it, you can actually jump on it. It's a suspension bridge, so it just bounces. Try again, Jess. We didn't get on the boat. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. It's not the weather for a boat at the moment. Took a photo of Cindy in front of a mirror, but she'll have to post it. Cindy can ask if she's comfortable to get onto a boat. We'll get onto a boat at some stage. Ask Cindy to post a photo of her in front of a mirror. In this photo, she has no legs at all. That's one of those circus mirrors that warped your image.
Come on, people, don't be shy. We can give you some real depth, the real information that you need. Tastes like chocolate. It does not taste like chocolate at all, Angelita. And we've got a donation from Amanda Whitehorn. Maybe she'll have to come on.
Blowfish.
Blowfish reading. Who's up for the... Well,
It looks like it's going to be you and me talking to each other tonight, mate.
all right. In that case, Christian, I am going to need a coffee. Another one. This is me when I'm young and away to Stathi. I'm like this. Yep.
Angelita, if you jump into Discord and go to the left where there's the private section and jump into Nikon, you'll see about the photos we're talking about. Loretta, you can't see the link. They just got posted. There's 3 of them. They should be going to all. Oh, they're there.
Why do we get Cindy on? Cindy.
Good luck.
People, you want depth? In depth. Loretta, the link's above. We can post it again. It looks like a little mini Angry Anderson. Angry Anderson, you've been watching too much Owzos. Okay.
Cindy will pass.
Pass what? Pass the buck?
Mm.
Close. Let's see there. So, people, if you want the in-depth reading, this show you have to come on. You want the good stuff? You got to put on your big boy pants and come live, face to face. Can't find that link. Come on the show. Don't even see it. I just posted it again. Loretta, how hard are you looking? Time to because by getting See, we spend so much time of our life wanting to be in our comfort zones. When to have our full to achieve our full potential, we have to get into the uncomfortable zones. Are you willing? Are you willing to grow? See, we want all this stuff in life, but we're not always prepared to make the sacrifices to get it.
So,
Loretta,
I'm here.
how are you going? Have you got something in the back zone happening?
I said he were.
Turn Facebook off.
Or is there a TV go?
I can get a real good reading with you.
Okay, we got
Um,
all we can hear
back-
is a TV in the background. Is there any way we can cut that down, Loretta?
Anyway, what?
Is there a TV in the background? There's something in the background that's making a hell of a lot of noise.
Hold on a minute. How's that? How's that?
Yeah, that's better. Miles better. Thank you.
Wow, I can't believe I did this.
Awesome.
Huh?
Awesome.
How are you all doing?
We're doing great.
Tell me I read wrong on there. It says it's going to be your last show.
No, that was the Sunday and Chilled show.
Oh,
Yesterday's show.
Yeah.
okay.
No,
This
we've
is
just started this. This is just
I hope you called me. I don't know if you did or not, but I'm half deaf. You know that.
That's okay.
Excuse me. Yeah. So, can you tell me when my money's going to come and I can send you a bunch of coffee? I got a lot of.
It will
Well-
arrive when it arrives.
What's that?
I said it'll arrive when it gets there.
Loretta, do you do any self work, as in body work? Do you work with your chakras? Do you know what chakras are?
I was going to ask you how do I do that? What can I click on? What kind of link to help me be able to do this?
If you go onto my page, I've got it pinned. But YouTube, you can get a lot of information. Just type in chakras, and there's guidance to how to work on the chakras and get to understand them and to know them.
Come on, get away. Sorry, I got 30 cats and 3 rats, and they're all getting in my way. So it's evening over there, huh? Hey, can you tell me anything good that's going to happen for me? Anything at all?
I can tell you to stop overthinking. That's the first thing that comes to my mind, is to tell you to stop overthinking, because my mind's running a million miles an hour at this moment, trying to work out what to say, when to say it, how to say it, what's coming, what's going to be done, and we're going to get this done.
Oh, I'm nervous. I feel like
You're very unsettled, very nervous, very uncertain, very much all over the place, everywhere. Got to get this done, got to get that done, but none of it's actually been done. You're not present. You're too much in your head, overthinking things constantly. When's this coming? When's that coming? Oh, what did I do then? Did I do this, or should I do this now? Very much unsettled.
Come on, get out of the way, buddy. Oh, she's. Oh, come on. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's the other one as well. Focus.
Um,
Come on.
Loretta, I'm getting a lot of frustration. Okay,
I got a lot.
I'm getting a lot of internal frustration. Okay, I'm getting a lot of stuff. But where the frustration's coming from is you're looking everywhere at the moment, okay, for answers, for this, for that. But at the moment, all the answers, everything you need, what you truly seek and desire from life is within you. But you're too worried about going everywhere else. It's your head. I got head pressures just going round and round, 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 round. This is going to cause frustration. Okay, and look, the first card I've got is a fiery climax approaches. This is a frustration card. Okay, this is inverted. This is telling me it's internal. Okay, there's a frustration because it feels like you feel like it's always something, and no matter where you go looking for answers, where you go for this, where you go for that, at the end of the day, all accountability comes back to you. And it comes back to you going within. Okay, so this starts, you know that my readings, I don't tell you if stuff's coming. I don't say that lovely stuff. I don't talk about circumstances. I talk about the soul. Okay, so this is all about your soul right now, all about your internals, and things are going to keep going the way they're going. Things are going to keep being frustration until you start to meditate and contemplate, and start to go within and go, okay, what do I need to do to change? Because so often we just go through our life, we go busy, we keep ourselves distracted, this, that, and we're busy, 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 because the real answers, the real tough work, is what we need to do to have that joy, to find what we really want, to find what we really desire. It's about going within oneself and understanding oneself. And it just feels like there's just distraction after distraction. And no matter how far you search and no matter how hard you look, until you go within and truly look, at the heart, at the mind, at the soul, right? At the moment, it feels like there's just distractions around non-stop. Okay, doing this, going through that. It's like, this is when you've got to ask yourself, because I've got the Canary Spirit inverted, about knowing what makes you tick. And these cards are all inverted. It's like the universe is saying, your inner self is saying, Loretta, what do you hope to achieve? What do you really desire? What do you really want? Okay, because we get so caught in our ways. We get so caught doing things, but we keep filling up with this, that. I got to do this. I got to do that, but we never really take a moment to quiet our mind and ask why. Okay, and this is about you asking why. You having a prayer and saying, look, I need to know. I need to know the truth. I need to know myself. Because otherwise it's just filling up with external things. When am I going to win the lottery? When am I going to get the money? When's this going to happen? When's that going to happen? As Stathi was saying, when we go external to do everything, we never become present. And until we become present, look, when you're in the moment, the time you're remote, when you're with your animals,
30.
right? and you're just really loving them and patting them and enjoying them, okay, that's probably the only time that you're in the moment and in the present. in your life. Okay, you use it. The cats. It's well. I've got a cat myself. Love my cat, but everything becomes a distraction to take us away from ourselves. And until you start knowing yourself and start to choose to know yourself, there's not much that can. The only thing that can happen is circumstances will occasionally line up in your favor. Occasionally. It's like the chance game. Okay, and we can go through all the motions, we can go through that, but until we start to understand ourselves and choose to know ourselves and choose to work on ourselves, we're basically just a victim of circumstances in our life. And it comes to a point, I've got that your inner self is screaming out to you to listen, to know yourself. Okay? To know your worth. Because at the moment, I've got the main action card. Know the skunk spirit. Know your worth. And this is inverted. And it's saying balance. Balance. There's no balance. Everything's unbalanced. Okay? And it's getting to a point where neglect after neglect after neglect on oneself. Okay? That all I've got here is until you make a choice to truly want to know yourself, everything's going to be circumstantial. There's going to be imbalance. There's going to be frustration. There's going to be just all that normal life. How that's all that's going to happen. It's as good as it gets. Okay? And there's so much around you. There's so much love around you. There's so much. There's potential. There's all sorts. But until you center yourself and you start to clear your mind, start to see things how they are, there's not a hell of a lot I can offer you. But it gets to a point where all the hard work that we do this, we do that, okay, and some of it does pay off. But what I've got here is you and your loved ones are safe. And this card is about don't worry about everyone else around you. Okay? Because what we do is we worry about everyone else and we neglect ourselves.
Exactly.
Okay? And it's not, and Loretta is not everyone else's life. It's your life. And until you start to live for you, and still you start to understand you're not living your life. Until you make that choice to live your life for you, there's not much I can offer you.
I appreciate that. I'm going through a lot of stuff right now. I'm always trying to help everybody, and I need to help myself, and I can't even do that. It's pretty bad, but I like helping other people. I just wanted to let you, Yins are awesome people. I wish
That's
I could
okay.
every day.
Because you do have a heart. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it always comes back to self. Okay, and because you're not putting yourself first, okay, this is your low self-worth. You've got to switch that around. You've got to bring self-worth into your life. Okay, your main card is a cat spirit. Claim your independence. Claim your independence for you. This is separating yourself. This is reclaiming your identity. You are not, if everyone needs help, let them help themselves. Okay, this is once again going external. You're going external for validation when you should just be bringing yourself into self-love, loving yourself for who you are, and focusing on yourself to get yourself right. And you can do that. The people will come to you. Okay, that's where you find happiness, is in self.
Thank you very much
Okay,
for everything. Like I said, I'm nervous. I'm not used to doing stuff like this. Coming
that's
on,
okay.
you act like a
It's
goofy idiot.
it's good to see you come on.
No, I appreciate you letting me come on. I don't know if it was supposed to be my turn or not, but I was pushing the damn button. And I just wanted to thank you guys because, like I said, yous are awesome. You, Carly, and the other handsome guy back there, yous are awesome people. And yous are like right on the money. And my check don't come pretty soon. I'm going to scream because I want to send you enough to get a bunch of coffees.
We have enough coffee.
And everything's been right down to the point. And awesome, and I appreciate it.
Okay, look, I just pulled a few more cards and the same cards came up. Until you start to realize that you need to do you first, to start taking care of you first, that's where the healing's going to start. That's when things are going to start to pick up. But you've got to do you first. You've got to love yourself enough and have enough self-worth to get you right. Okay, you just put yourself first. Stop worrying about what other people think.
I don't even know where to start. I haven't the slightest clue.
Well, then you'll have to think about it. Write a list.
I better get off here. Let you take care of somebody else. I'm too nervous. I feel like an idiot. But yous are
You're
wonderful.
okay. You're okay. It's okay,
Don't
Loretta.
don't, Loretta. You don't need to feel like an idiot. You
Trying
don't
to
need to
find
feel like anything other than yourself. We're not judging you.
today, and I
There's no
can't find.
judgment here. You be yourself. What Brooke has been saying. Brooke, are you completed?
Yes.
Okay. Loretta.
I appreciate
Now,
it.
okay, just breathe. Take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. Hold it. Your count to 3, release it. Just breathe. Don't think, just focus on your breathing for the moment. Just be aware of your breathing. That's all. You've had a long journey. You've gotten to where you are right this moment. Yesterday is not happening, and tomorrow is not happening. We're not focusing on what it was or what it could be, other than what it is. We're here right now. Everything
Yep.
around you is this moment. Just listen. Don't need to respond. Just focus on your breathing and listen. You're carrying a lot of weight from the past, but that's all in your mind. It's what you hold, what you keep thinking about. It's putting a whole lot of weight on your shoulders. It's actually pulling you down, pushing you down. To begin, when you get up in the morning, go outside, barefoot, if possible. Feel your feet on the ground, and just focus on your breathing. There's a lot of, if you jump onto YouTube and start looking at what the chakras represent, how do they apply? How can they assist me? You'll find all that information in there. And it will assist. And it is about bringing yourself to the present moment. Instead of thinking constantly, instead of being in your mind, it's more about being present and aware of what you're doing as you're doing it. Don't worry about what is going to happen. That's not happening. Focus on what is happening as it is happening, and you'll start to be more calm. There is a lot of irritation, or feel very irritated. Now, there's a lot of reasons for that itself, and it is again based on the way that you're feeling. The way you're feeling is because of the way that you're thinking. All you need to do is calm down, slow down. Don't need to do 1,000,001 things at the same time. One thing at a time. As you start to do that, As you become more aware of your breath, and your breathing is now, you're not going to breathe, you are breathing. Your heart's not going to tick, it is ticking. It's all happening right this moment. I'm speaking to you right now. I'm not going to speak to you, I am speaking to you. Everything is happening in this moment. As you hold on to this moment and you're feeling the calmness come through you right now, that is what it's all about. Being present in the moment. Accepting what it is as it is right this moment. As you accept this moment and be grateful for the moment itself, you'll start to see that the world opens up in a different light. Things do start to shine. They won't be as dark as you have been seeing them. Those who will come are coming, but you have to be present with yourself. You have to acknowledge yourself for who you are. Everything does happen for a reason. It is happening as it has been spoken, as you are listening. But you have to accept yourself. You have to accept where you are, not where you're going to be, nor where you have been. As you become more present, the weight that you have been carrying will fall off. You're the only one that's holding on to that which was. You're the only one that is presuming it's going to be any different than what it is at this moment. You have the ability to remove all the baggage that you're carrying. And that baggage are the thoughts. Don't worry about what somebody did 10 years ago or 20 years ago or even a year ago or even a month ago. Don't worry about what's going to come. Appreciate and accept where you are right this moment. And as you accept the moment for what it is, as it is, it will change on its own. But because you're not seeing what is occurring in front of you, you're missing that which has been offered to you. So bring yourself to the moment. Stay present. Keep yourself grounded. Learn. There's a lot of information on YouTube for it. There are many that you can speak to. There are groups that post. Read the posts. How do they apply to you? Keep it to the present. And you will see that it will all unfold peacefully as it is right this moment for you. Thank you for your time, and I hope that has helped.
You are awesome. I appreciate that. You made my day.
Thank you, Loretta. You have a lovely day.
Yeah, you
Thank
too.
you, Loretta.
Money comes so I can send coffee
I
privately.
think we've drunk enough coffee.
I love you guys.
See ya.
Thank you, Loretta.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too.
Ah.
And we have someone else ready to come on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, Bonnie.
Good
Hi,
morning. How are
Good
you?
morning.
Good. Good.
How
Yourself?
are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. Just
Nice.
having a week off for vacation. So
Nice.
hanging out in bed right now, having my coffee.
Perfect.
Nice to see you live. I've been on a couple of your shows before, Brooke, and
Yep.
you've read for me, and I appreciate it. I really love your insight.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I'll get some more cards ready for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bonnie, are you aware of the chakras? I keep asking because it's easier when I know if someone is aware of their chakras. Do you understand the chakras?
I'm aware of them, and I've had a couple of Reiki sessions to like unblock some of my chakras. And
Okay, so you know where they apply throughout the body?
yes,
So if I was to say to you base, sacral, solar, you understand them?
yes.
Great. Okay. Brooke, you start, of course. Thank you. Okay, just keep your focus on your heart chakra.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Bonnie. I'm getting inner guidance, your instinct. Your instinct, your inner guidance, your intuition. Okay, that soft inner voice. It feels like it's being ignored at the moment in so many areas. Okay, you're getting called. You come through as a soft thought, and you'll be like, "Oh, maybe I should do this." Oh, no, I'm not do that. It feels like that you're being prompted to. You'll get a thought, "Oh, maybe I should do this," and then you'll talk yourself out of it. Okay, this is what it's feeling like. It feels like there's this internal struggle. Like you want to do more. There's things that you want to do. There's choices that you want to make, and something comes up, and you'll be like, you'll be like, oh yeah, sure, I should do that, and then you talk yourself out of it. There's a lot of the card that I got came up. This is like an internal bull-headed, butting heads with yourself continuously. Because the first card I've got for you is the Squirrel Spirit. Believe in yourself. Okay, this is a confidence thing. It just feels like there's so much more. There's so much more. There's so much more there for you, and you feel the draw and you feel the pull to do more, to get out there. Things that you want to do, things goals or things that you'd like to achieve or things that excite you. But when it's like every time it comes up, or every time that the universe opens the opportunity for you to do it, you're like, yeah, no, wait a sec, talk yourself out of it. Okay, and this is a self-aware. This is because there's stuff from the past that you've been through, and you still live too much inside your head, and you're living in the past, and this is causing limitations of you moving forward in the future. Okay, today is a fresh day. Right now is all that exists, and we are free right now to make any choice we want to move forward, regardless of the choices we've made in the past. Okay, but when we go back into the past and we start thinking about, oh, maybe I shouldn't because of this and because of that and because of that, okay, that's the chain. That's the baggage. That's the chain that we hold on to. Okay, and you got to start dropping that chain. You got to start letting go of that chain. Okay, because the universe, yourself, your inner self, your being, your soul, your spirit is saying, come on, step out, take a leap of faith, dare to be bold, dare to imagine, dare to create, dare to live. Okay, but every time I know you're getting these thoughts because this is what you're made for. This is what's in your inner being. This is what you're created for. You're created to go out. You're created to go forth. You're created to do so much more. But it's just letting go of that past, letting go of that baggage, understanding what it is and letting go of it, because this is the internal conflict that I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay. And these are things, this is why it's not because certain people, other people, we're special. It's just that we've learned that, and we've got to go, okay, I've got to make a choice now. Why is the past holding me back? Because I'm here, be a curious creature. It's like, okay, why's my past holding back? What do I need to heal? What do I need to let go of? Why do I keep struggling in the same patterns? All we have to do, we start by asking ourselves these questions, then we try to find a solution to them. Okay, because at the moment it's just all I'm getting is self limitations. Okay,
Well,
and it's because of that past. It's because of holding on to the past and holding on the way of doing things and holding on the way you've been taught things to be. This is the limitation that you've created on, and it's manifesting in not believing in yourself to a degree, and you're selling your ego is selling yourself short. Okay, because the ego is part of it. It keeps us in our comfort zones, and has to know everything before we make a choice to step forward. But you're being told to just, hey, take a step, do something, shake things up, step out of the box, do something crazy. You're on holidays, you go past something to do, and there's something that you've always wanted to do, and you're like, no, just do it today. Do it today, and say, I'm going to break that mold. I'm going to break that. I'm going to break that. And you know what? You're going to try and talk yourself out of it too. Who's going to win? Who are you going to let win? Bonnie?
me,
Which you? The known you or the spirit you?
the spirit me. I'm in counseling because I know that all that you're talking about is true, and that it's the past is controlling who I am today. And so now I'm aware of that, and working to be aware of it, first of all, that I'm reacting out of past things, and starting to face some of that, because for so long I just forgave and then didn't look at it. So,
but as we need to heal the past, but at the same time, it all comes to down being present in the moment and not being limited to make a choice in the now.
well, and what you said about, that internal struggle, like I make a decision because I'm struggling with my roommate still, and I make a decision, and then over a few days it just kind of goes back to the same thing.
Same. I'm no different. But then we start to recognize those patterns, and when we recognize those patterns, that's when we have to stand up. We have to be strong. We have to take that leap of faith and do it because we know it's the right thing to do, not because we feel like doing it. Because if everyone waited till they feel like doing it, the dishes would never get done. The house would never get cleaned. Okay, and we're good in certain areas, but in other areas, we've got to apply those same principles to it. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
And I'll draw you. Okay, so confidence, taking charge. Okay, see, this is going to be the challenge, like with your roommate. When it comes up next time, do something about it there and then. Okay, that's all. Or the only place we can act is in the moment. When it comes up, when it comes into your mind, say it then, say it there. We can't control how people are going to react. We get so worried about how everyone else is going to feel that 99% of the world is just one superficial existence.
I'm actually getting better at that. And I've said how I feel. And I've asked this person to move out of my house. And then the behavior changes. It's kind of like that cycle of...
Well, then when they change, their behavior changes, still say, you're still moving out of the house.
I did yesterday. I said, so you're still moving out by the end of the month, right? Yeah. Working on it. Back. Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've got here, the confidence is key to your success, and that's inverted. Okay, so that confidence comes from you enforcing what you need to enforce.
Yeah.
Okay,
because then I get mad at myself. Yeah.
Yeah. And see, when we get mad at ourselves, that's actually a cop out. But it's okay. We all do it. We all do it. We all do it. It's in our nature. Okay. But when we get angry at ourselves, we beat up on ourselves. What we're doing is we're just going, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But what we should be doing is going, instead of getting angry with ourselves, we should be taking that energy and going, okay, next time I need to make the right choice. I need to make the best choice. Otherwise, we keep in that pattern.
Yeah, I'm not
So
angry because I'm telling you.
Beating ourselves up becomes self-defeating behavior.
The part that I'm frustrated with is that there's no follow through. That's what I'm frustrated about myself. Like, I say the words, I mean the words. He doesn't respect my words.
Well, what you can do is you can say you've only got to this time, and then keeping the peace, call the police, and then everything goes out on the lawn. Write them a piece of paper and serve it.
That's
Right.
the next step. Yep, you're right.
And then go, that's it.
Yeah.
And then call the police and go, well, look, you can, make it happen.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Over you with Stathi.
You just told me everything I was going to tell you, so there's not much to say to you regarding that aspect of it. First question I was going to ask you, which you've already answered for me, is have you been having a disagreement with somebody? You've answered that one. Are they causing a lot of stress for you? You've answered that one. So you've answered pretty much everything by speaking to Brooke. All I'm getting here is that you're tired. And you're tired of dealing with what you're dealing with. There's a lot of heaviness around you. It's beyond. It's not a healing in itself that you require, but in itself it is a healing. But that healing that you require is to stand your ground. You have to find your inner strength. I prefer not to know the situation of an individual because the energy itself is what I feel and what I pick up on. And what I've been picking up on you is just the closed off heart chakra that you have. You've closed yourself off based on everything that you've mentioned at this moment. And that makes a lot of sense to me to why you've closed yourself off. But that doesn't help you. Being that you've closed your heart chakra off and you've got a protection around you, because it hasn't been nice. It's actually been there's a lot of heaviness to what is occurring. You know it better than anybody can mention to you at this moment. You know what's going on. But that's also causing a lot of negativity within you.
Yeah.
It's bringing so the more negative you think, which is what occurs, your heart chakra is closed, the more negative you become. The more negative you become, the more issues you start to more issues start to come to the surface. So the only thing that I can state is you have to stand your ground. You're not enjoying yourself as much as you can be enjoying yourself where you are at this moment, because your focus is on how do you deal with this situation. So that's been in your mind. You're not out there enjoying yourself at this moment. Yes, you'll go and you still won't enjoy yourself, because wherever you're going, you're still going to be thinking. And I'll be lying to myself if I state you will enjoy yourself. You need to deal with this situation as quick as you can, because it's not healthy for you. Now, stating that itself, you also require, now this is where there's a conflict in itself with, or a contradiction in itself, because you're required to open your heart chakra, but you're required to be shielded as well. There's a lot of negativity coming towards your way. Negative thoughts. Now, negativity, when we speak of negative, when we speak negative of somebody, we're actually sending them, it's like arrows, throwing arrows towards them. and they start to become hooks which they'll hold and latch onto us. That creates more issues throughout the body. You need to sage, Palo Santo, burn incense, start thinking more positive. Now, what I will suggest is instead of thinking on how you're going to remove him and just thinking of it, visualize that you're in your own space on your own and they're gone. So have that visual in your mind that they're already out, not you're removing them. Watch them packing the bags. So visualize it, watch them packing the bags and walking out the door, and you turn your back towards them. Close the door behind you, walk back into your house. Now make that a visual. Visualize that, and that'll actually assist you. Now, the other thing I can only suggest here, because it is in your thoughts, and a lot of this is your self-creation at this moment. Visualize just look. It's more of a golden light around you, which is a protective energy. Just visualize a golden light all around you. So put yourself in a bubble, a golden bubble. Don't like doing this. And just keep that around you. Keep yourself clear. That's all the thoughts in your head that just creating more issues for you. It is something that needs to be dealt with as soon as you can. And hopefully the next time I speak to you, I'll feel a little bit more comfortable, or you will feel more comfortable and more clearer as well, to pick up more on the energetic side, which can assist you just to come back to yourself. Because that's what's really lacking. You're out there at this moment trying to deal with the situation. So you're not really present within yourself at this moment. You're more on the situation itself. Sorry I couldn't help you much more, but that's what I'm picking up at this moment.
Yeah, that was very insightful, and I appreciate the visualization of what you just suggested of like him packing his bags and him leaving, because the struggle is, like you said, how do I get him to leave? And that's how I do it. Like, I don't have to like create a situation where I have to call the police or I have to make him leave. Like, it's just like you said, think about what you want, because that's what you
Yes.
get.
As you think it shall be, yes. So
Right.
just think that, just be clear about it, peaceful, nice. He's packed his bags, he's walked out the door. You turn around, your back is facing him. Walk into your house, close the door behind you, and enjoy your space afterwards. But keep that. You need to be shielded. You just need to shield yourself. Do you burn sage?
I do. And
Okay,
Santo Paulo
great. Do
incense.
them. Yeah, burn them together.
Okay.
And just give yourself a good smudge, because there is look now. If you're thinking negative thoughts about the individual, you're doing the same thing as they're doing to you. So it's just this tennis match being played at this moment, from negative energy going back one way or the other. You don't want to be sending negative energy, because you're just feeding on it.
Yeah, it doesn't
Both of
feel
you will be
good.
feeding.
It doesn't
It's
feel
not.
good.
No, it doesn't. You need to be more positive with yourself and just keep it. You know what you're after. You know what you want, and for whatever reasons, just don't think negative. Just peacefully.
Yeah. Thank you for the reminder. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you both. That was awesome.
Hello to the newbies. Well, newbies that have come in tonight. Yeah. I shall return, mate.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Amanda, for telling me that I'm a mute, and I am a mute. So, people, if you're new to this show, you must come on. you have to come on the show. Bonnie, there's the Leave Studios, a little red X at the bottom. Should be down the bottom somewhere. If you want to go back into the crowd and into the chat. So how you go, Margaret? So if you are new to this show, you must come on to get a reading. Okay, because this is more than a reading show. Not just a reading show. There's plenty of reading shows. I do reading shows. Angelina does reading shows. Margaret does reading shows. I do reading shows. Amanda will eventually do a reading show. And you come back for more, Bonnie, have you? I see you come back into the studio. Have you been on, Emma? Have you been on this show? That's okay. So if you would like to have a reading on this show, you must thank you. Are you trying to butt everyone up, Angelita? Yeah, you're so sweet. I'm going to butter her up, Emma. Emma, come on the show. Gorgeous. Who else have we got there? So if you're new to this show, let us know if you would like a reading, but you must come on the show to get a reading. Oh, look at that. There's a coffee. He's gone to make coffee. Okay. Look. Yeah, I'm looking. Doesn't change anything, Emma. Get on the show. Yeah. Hey, Jocelyn, how you going? So, people, whose game? Brooke, 3 years. First live I went on. It does go quick. It does go quick, Margaret. It does go quick. And Tom's moved on. He got upset when I canned the, what's that old chat show we had? Shooting the Breeze. Yeah, he got upset when I canned that. But sometimes you got to push people out of the nest. You got to push the birds out of the nest so they can move on to new pastures, new things. Now he's doing his own thing, which is great. So that's like with the other show I just finished. It's just things run their pace, and I just felt to move on and try new things and do new things, and that happens. So that's good. Now Tracy's getting Margaret. Tracy's getting all she's getting all revved up to do new things. The girls are doing good. So that is good. Yes, we had some fun times. But now, we are now. So, let's do now. Did you get your coffee? Where's he got his
Black
coffee?
as black can be.
Wait a sec. I want a coffee now. It's getting too late for coffee.
What do you mean?
I gotta get to bed, man. I got a time. I got a past life regression. Another past life regression session.
Yeah,
across
and
town tomorrow
what's that got to do with coffee?
Oh, well, the last time I didn't.
You did single coffee.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know who you are.
I could do with one. Oh, I could really do with one. Oh yeah, the taste.
Yeah, I have a coffee. I'll finish my coffee and go to bed, whatever time that is.
Do you toss and turn?
No.
Yeah.
It's a mindset. You're welcome, Bonnie. Thank you.
Okay.
It's all a
Well,
mindset.
here's my mindset. You get a next person on the show, and I'm going to go and make a coffee.
Okay, next victim, I'm in person. Coming on.
And if you don't come on the show, I'm not coming back, people.
No, he's coming back.
Oh, for the people that just rocked up. We got this coming up this Sunday. I'm not sure what the others are doing, but they've kept the time slot. So I'm doing something different. And I like that theme song. I'm going to use that theme song. That's
Why?
so
Actually,
good.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked it. I stumbled across it in the thousands of songs in the list in the program that I pay for. But also, people, if you want reading, you got to come on the show.
And he's gone. Come, people. Who's next? If you're game, get out of that comfort zone. Jump on if you like a reading.
Kettle's boiling.
And see what else we find within you, or without you, or around you.
It's that Cindy Punjanelli again. She never comes on the show. Never comes on the show, Cindy does. Oh, she's so quick.
I'm on the show. This is your show. I'm just here in the background.
What are you doing on the show, on the background? Stalking.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
since you're
just
here, Cindy, I'm giving you a reading. Stay on the show. I'm giving you.
No,
You're still here.
no.
Okay, Cindy, the first card is Hush. Listen. Hey, wait a sec. I can hear the kettle boiling.
Hi, Margaret.
Ban Cindy, I say.
I haven't got that reel on. I haven't loaded that one up.
See here, I am working. Okay.
Working where?
Yeah, watch.
Loading it up now. Oh, so you did want a reading, Cindy?
No, I do not. I'm just doing my job. Hey, Amanda. All right, I'm out of here. We got to get someone on.
We do.
Yeah, come on, someone. Don't leave me with these two, please.
Yeah, because Cindy will try to ban Stathi and Stathi will try to ban Cindy. They do it all the time.
And
Sorry, Cindy, I didn't realize you were speaking.
Go
But I'm
for
going
it.
to. My God, you too. You got your own billboards.
Cast your votes.
This just got serious.
All right, I'm out of here. I don't like being on lives. Bye.
Bye. So, who is our next lovely guest for a reading? A coffee for Stathi.
You make me laugh. In the back, she's in control.
Always in control. Okay. Let's have a look at who is out there that is too scared to come on. What do the cards say? There's someone out there. It is time. Made for motion, so get active. And leap of fortune. That's inverted, which is interesting. Okay, so there's someone out there that wants to move forward, wants more confidence, wants to grow. Okay, but the leap of fortune is inverted. The leap of fortune is about we keep looking to the future when it's all around us now. So there's someone that wants to grow, wants to do this, or is living in the future, and this card's saying it's time. You need to step out of your comfort zones and come on now. That's what the cards say. The cards don't lie. Unless they're not telling the truth. It's time. Made for motion. Leap of fortune inverted. Okay. I'm going to get my coffee then.
Get your coffee.
And when I get
Also
back,
here.
there better be one of you beautiful people on here for a lovely reading that we can impart wisdom, truth, and a hint of coffee breath.
Yeah, you can come and harass me if you want. Or the silence. Dao Namyata no. Utiu matwanat ukuno naishan. Dayahunat inashiomanos ishnataikyonotumiatan. There must be one big cup of coffee he's making. Okay, so no one else is coming on? No one? No one? No one? No one it is. Well, we'll just bring the energy through. Dashamot ukunat ikianat. Dashiomat nashionokuna. No, they're all going to receive a healing, so iokionatanaiot ishna umatasanan. Achana ikiomas ishena ia. Domiata unokum. Atui kianata aka. Yep. You had to roast them, then grind them.
Yep.
Come, people, before I go into my own space. I'll leave you all behind. We're all silent.
Yes. People, to get a reading, you must come on
I always bite Amanda. It's not a 50-50 chance.
the show. If you don't know if you want a reading, I could. I'm. Where am I? Episode on Fringe am I up to?
Yep, and I'll do what I normally do.
Oh, I'm up to. I think I'm up to episode. I think I finished episode 14.
Nice. Which part are you watching?
I'm halfway through episode 14. Oh, when she's gone. Remember how she's gone undercover to buy the bioweapon? But you know what's interesting? It's called Ability. But episode 15 is called Inner Child.
They're all relevant, yes. They're actually all relevant, the names. How's Walter doing?
Walter?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's got
seems cute.
He's got his cow now, hasn't he? I'm certainly got
Oh,
a
yeah, he
cow.
gets his cow at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's chilling. His son's starting to chill out too. Okay, people, if you're not going to come on the show to get a reading, we've been on for 2 hours. I have a life. Probably because I don't have a wife.
And so I'm going to have an early night.
No.
I'm so
I'm gonna do-
energized as well.
Oh, yeah?
All this energy.
do-
I have all this energy going through me. It's been was at the river today. It was just actually gorgeous. It was so peaceful. I just got lost taking photos. Actually, a gorgeous day. It was actually a really nice day. Just nice, calm peace. So yeah, high energy.
Awesome. Yep. Beetroot, celery, garlic.
Yes, you can. And it was just a gorgeous day. It wasn't warm or anything, and trying to get the photos at times. I was waiting for the sun to come through, but yeah, sun didn't really want to come through. It did in some shots, and it was very peaceful, man. Very calm. No one around. Only a few people around. Even the ducks were sleeping.
Why? Those slack ass ducks.
And the kookaburras came out to sing. It was actually nice. I haven't heard the kookaburras for so long.
Yeah, they're funny things. They're pretty big birds.
That they
Big
are.
heads. Weird looking things.
I was living in Eltham for a while. We used to have some local kookaburras used to come around. Used to feed them. They wouldn't come to the hand or anything, but they'd come very close. We used to have a family. One stage there was a family of at least 8 of them. Used to come around and always wait for you had to buy special mint. If you're going to feed them, you give them some mints, but good mints. You can't give them fatty mints or anything like that. And one day we were looking outside, and there was one that had this black thing in its mouth. It was like looked like a plastic pipe. It was a snake. They catch snakes.
I didn't
And they
care.
eat snake. Yeah, they eat snakes. They eat whatever.
Yeah. I guess because by the time they work out they're poisonous, it's like,
The snake's dead.
oh, yeah, well, they're dead.
No, rare. They no, they don't get yeah, they've got their feathers, but before the snake has to be a pretty big snake to actually get through those feathers. The feathers are pretty thick,
Yep.
and there's a lot of it as well. And remember, when the wings are out, it is just feather.
Mm.
Their wings or their flesh, it's just like little things. Isn't it chicken?
No wonder the
Chicken wing.
kookaburras are laughing because they're like with the snakes there biting them on the wings, and it's like, man, I could do this all day, man. This is hilarious. Are you a snake expert now? So no blowfish. I need another picture. Pose with a snake. You can hear the snake going like, ah, and you could be going at the snake. Amanda's snake bite readings. Yeah. If I hear the air fryer go ding before anyone else comes on the show, I'm calling it.
Yep.
And then it's just me and Fringe.
Cool.
Hey, have you seen I don't know what's on Netflix at the moment, but Sandman. That's bizarre.
Not yet. I've seen
Yeah.
some previews, but I'll wait for the series to be completed and start watching. I think it's 3 episodes or 4 episodes is it now?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Lily got me onto it. And I watched one episode, then I'm like, yeah, I need my Fringe fix first. I got to do my Fringe.
Oh, you'll be
Hopefully-
doing Fringe for a while.
How many series?
I think there's 5 or 6, but they're about 14 episodes plus each one. It's a long series. It gets as you get into it, the second season starts to really build up. And
Have you
just
seen Game
keeps
of
building up?
Have you seen Game of Thrones yet?
Yeah, I've seen the whole
Oh yeah.
yeah, I've seen all of it. I waited for it to be completed before I started watching it. Apparently, there's something else. I think there's some continuation or something happening with the Game of Thrones. Don't know yet. Something that I either read or heard or something. I can't remember. Hello, Mandy Jane.
G'day, Mandy. How you going?
Why aren't you in bed?
Yeah, did the Brookite turn up today?
If you want to know, Angelita, if you want to know what's happening in the world today, watch Game of Thrones. You'll understand exactly what's going on in the world. Game of Thrones is not just a TV series. There's a lot of relevance to the families that are running the world. It's deep if you know what to look for. Most movies and shows are based on hidden facts. Is probably the best way I can say it.
Okay. I draw some cards. For me,
Draw for you.
Mandy.
If you know what to look for, there's a
And my
lot.
crystal.
I've looked into a lot of things, and I look into the esoteric aspect of many of the shows that come through. And if you know what you're looking for, and there's a lot of history involved in it, but the world of yesterday is still the world of today. I won't go too much deeper in that one, but there's a lot of information if you know where to look for it, and it's pretty much everywhere. There is a rule that that the truth has to be told to us, but we have to find it ourselves. Not everything we see is reality. Not everything we see is true. And if you really want to go deep into things, yeah, open your eyes. A
Yes.
lot of I work
Yep.
with sorry, Brooke. There's a lot of belief that people have, but that's an educated belief that many will carry. A lot of things that are done today is based on that. Once you start breaking through the boundaries that have been created, which is what many work with, break through those boundaries, you start to see. It's pretty much like lifting the veil up off your eyes. So we see certain things, but to see deeper into them, it's not what's at the surface level. It's pretty much how deep down the rabbit hole does one truly want to go? Many have yet to even see the rabbit hole.
Well, that's like I was in the Soul Focus that was on tonight with Mary Rodwell. She was laughing because when they, the government goes, oh, like, we an unidentified object, we don't know what it is, and if you're in the not if you're in the industry, but if you're in the the people that deal with all that stuff, they know exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
They know
That's
exactly what it is and who it is and what they're doing there. That's
right. And we can know as well, but to you see, I might as well. Look, to understand a lot of things, to really go deep in. Really, the only thing that I will say to anyone, which I always say, is whatever it is you believe, throw it out the window. Doesn't matter what it is you believe. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's a belief. Throw it out the window. If you want to go deep into things and really understand them, I state on my show, I state it all the time. Anyone I speak to is whatever you believe, question how you came to believe it. Question the words that you use. How did you learn them? To go deeper into what is truly occurring around us right this moment, even as we're speaking, even as you're listening right now. What is happening? The only thing that's preventing you or anyone to see past is the belief. The belief is the boundary that's been created for us, and that goes a lot deeper than one can imagine. Many distractions created for all of us. Matrix is, if you've seen the Matrix, the Matrix has been stated that the Matrix is more of a documentary by a movie. But again, it's understanding the symbolism to see what the Matrix truly represents. The Matrix there's an extra layer of the Matrix which many have or don't actually see. But yeah, there's a lot more. We speak of avatars. To truly understand what an avatar is, good night, Amanda. Yeah, look, just like a computer game where you have a character and you're behind the screen controlling the character, we're closer to that form of reality than we are to what we believe. So what we're seeing and what we're doing, it's not what we're doing because we've sort of just lost control. To gain control again of one's own character is to know, well, again, I'll state it, know what it is that you believe, how you came to believe it. This is what I talk on my show on Friday nights, guys. So if you really want to know, ask the questions.
Absolutely.
You see, most believe that they already know things. Yeah, knowing's at a surface level. Want to really go down deep, deeper. What I'll say to everyone, the rabbit hole, there's two things that I've learnt, which I will say are very clear for me. The rabbit hole is a bottomless pit. So anyone says has gone the rabbit hole and they've come out, you don't come out of a rabbit hole. There's a bottomless pit. And the one thing I've learned, or the other thing I've learned from the rabbit hole is I know absolutely nothing. I know nothing. And that is my truth.
And I know that times two.
Mm-hmm. Many people are afraid to step into that rabbit hole. Alice in Wonderland, the guy that wrote it is still in the rabbit hole. What are your cards telling you, Brooke?
Me.
Yeah,
I'm not
what are
playing
your
with my
cards?
cards.
Oh, well, you have
I'll
cards
get
playing.
them. I'll put them away, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry. I was just doing work.
Well, it looks like we're the last ones here. Must have scared everybody off.
Okay, for everyone. The dagger inverted. Courage and protection surround you. Break free from the negative cycles and release unwanted attachments. What negative cycles is everyone carrying? What are you not letting go of? That sounds like I'm in an emotionally good spot. The King of Cups, you mean the King of my Brookite hasn't arrived yet? That never gets old. When I get it delivered here, it'll probably have delivery instructions. Please throw through the window at head. The window will smash, it'll hit me in the head, and I'll still go, thank you. You know, it's funny being in a good place, Mandy. When I go through stuff and I get in when I get in a bad spot and have to go through a lot of crap, and you have to process it and all that, the way I get out of it is by choosing to get out of it and shift my focus. You still got to go through the stuff and process it and you get all that. But the times I've been in dark spots, I've just made that choice to go, okay, enough of that. Now it's time to shift. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you saying it's easy for me? I'm a Virgo with Aquarian rising, Mandy. I'm an obsessive overthinker that rebels against myself. Oh, I like storms.
Hmm.
That's one thing I love. I love it. I mean, I'm not from Queensland, obviously. Don't get it very often, but I used to love on my front porch having a few beers back in the day when you'd have would it be pouring down rain, when you get a thunderstorm in the summer. Sweet, Angela. I'm not sweet. I'm okay. I'll take that. That'll do. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to call it because I've got to get up early and
Yep.
I still got to finish my episode of Fringe.
Okay, peoples. Good night.
All right.